Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a stark, honestly, incredibly pressing public health warning all about kids and smartphone usage. As we navigate the whole shebang of raising a family in the digital age, it is absolutely crucial that we rely on clear, structured info to figure out exactly what's happening to developing minds right behind our screens.
We're going to start right off the bat with this chilling, highly direct quote that essentially serves as a central thesis of the source material we're breaking down today. How your phone is damaging your child's brain. Notice the absolute certainty there. It doesn't say it might be damaging or it could be. No, it states it as an active, ongoing process. This is the foundation of our entire explainer. We're not just talking about a bad habit here. We're looking at documented claims of active damage to neurological development.
So here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll be running through the digital health warning, attention and social disruptions, impact on cognitive functions, the threat of dependency, protecting mental and emotional growth, and finally, crucial steps for parents.
All right, Section 1, the digital health warning, where we establish our source.
Now, you really have to notice the heavy contrast here. Dr. Kaiser actually has a massive background in physical medicine. He's a renowned gastroenterologist and transplant hepatologist, an assistant professor at Pakistan's largest liver transplant program, and the CEO of Livertown. Think about that for a second. When a leading expert in physical, life-saving organ transplants steps totally out of his immediate field to ring the alarm bell on childhood digital habits, well, that really underscores just how severe this issue has actually become.
Moving right along to Section 2, attention and social disruptions. Let's look at the immediate symptoms.
It's really like night and day. On one hand, you have the baseline expectation for a healthy child's growth, right? The natural capacity to focus and interact successfully with their peers. But on the other side, we're seeing the immediate outward symptoms of screen damage. We're talking fractured attention and severely impaired social skills. These are the literal building blocks for human interaction, and they are being actively interrupted.
But here's the key. The catalyst isn't just the mere existence of the phone in the house. It's the sheer volume of time spent on it. Excessive screen time acts as a wedge. It interferes directly with the natural trajectory of a child's brain development, fundamentally changing how they process the whole world around them.
Which brings us to Section 3, impact on cognitive functions, or what I like to call the unseen damage.
So, the overuse of smartphones disrupts crucial cognitive functions, and we're talking about a severe biological toll on the brain's core processing power, the ability to think, reason, remember, and solve problems. It's not just some behavioral phase they'll grow out of. It is an active, negative alteration of essential, unseen brain processes. It's kind of like throwing a wrench into a highly complex machine.
And honestly, that naturally leads us to ask the exact same question the source material poses. What happens to the future of kids exposed to these daily disruptions? If a child's foundational cognitive functions are being altered right at this very moment, what on earth does that mean for them 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line?
That takes us into Section 4, the threat of dependency and its compounding impacts.
The scary part is how this creates a completely vicious cycle. It starts out innocently enough with excessive screen time, which then evolves into chronic overuse of the smartphone. That, as we just saw, leads to the disruption of crucial cognitive functions. And because those organic functions are disrupted, the child becomes even more overly dependent on the screen to self-soothe or entertain themselves. It's a compounding closed-loop cycle of dependency that just feeds itself.
Okay, Section 5, protecting mental and emotional growth. This right here is the ultimate goal.
Because at the end of the day, the entire reason we need to pay attention to this stark warning isn't just to be anti-technology or to take a toy away, it's to safeguard a child's mental and emotional growth. That is what's truly at stake here. We all want our kids to grow into mentally resilient, emotionally intelligent people, and this excessive screen dependency is directly antagonistic to that very goal. So, how do we fix it?
Section 6, Crucial Steps for Parents. Let's get into some actionable interventions.
Because this threat is so pervasive, the solution absolutely has to be intentional. The doctor lays out a direct, two-step intervention plan. Step 1, you must monitor children's phone and screen usage to establish a baseline of what is actually going on. And Step 2, you must actively limit that screen time. It's straightforward, for sure, but it's designed to break that cycle of dependency and restore the environment necessary for healthy cognitive development.
The medical warnings are completely clear, the developmental risks are established, and the solutions, well, while they might be simple, they require constant vigilance.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to ask yourself honestly, in light of these long-term cognitive threats, how effectively are you monitoring and limiting your family's digital habits? Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep observing, keep learning, and absolutely keep protecting those growing minds.